Hello and welcome to this video about using the UALR Google Drive for this course. To get started, log on to your UALR email account. Your homepage should look something like what is on the screen now, and you will click over here on the right hand side on this item that looks like a tiny Rubik's Cube. And that will open your Google apps. One of those is Google Drive, and that is going to be where you're going to house materials for this course. So if you click on Google Drive, you'll notice you might have nothing in this area. You might already have folders like you see on the screen, but what you will have is a menu over here to the left. So the first thing I'm going to walk you through is creating a folder where you can keep your materials for the course, and then we're going to talk about creating a document and sharing that with others. I'm going to click on New, which is going to give me my menu of options for creating elements. I'm going to click on Folder in that area, and I'm going to create a new folder for this course. So I'm going to put this course title and click Create. So once the folder has been created, I can then go in and begin to put documents in that folder. So here's the folder I just created. I'm going to open that up, and I'm going to create a new document. So click on New, select Google Docs, and it opens up an untitled document. Google Docs has most of the functionality of a word processor like Microsoft Word. Not quite all of it, but you should be able to use it to design whatever you need to design. So the first thing I would recommend doing is going up to the area that says Untitled Document and making sure that you name the file with a particular name, because otherwise you will wind up with lots and lots of documents that say Untitled Document. That's easy enough. Just click on that area, rename it. You'll also notice there's a star if you want to star materials that you're working on, and then this little folder icon. You can click on that to basically check on where the item is in your organization structure if you aren't able to find it once you open it again. And then you can click on Organize, and that will allow you to move it to a different folder in your Google Drive. It's in the folder we want it to be in right now, so we're just going to leave it right there, and then you can type your document. Now you'll notice up at the top it says all changes were saved in Drive. Every change that you make in Google Docs is automatically saved, which is very nice for those of you who might have trouble with losing documents. They're all saved in the cloud and accessible from anywhere that you can log on to your UALR email account. So once you have your document completed, formatted, you can then go and share that document with others. And this box up here on the upper right hand side is Share. Right now it says Private to only me. Anything that you create before you share is always private. You can click on that, and you can either type the name of a person that you'd like to share with. So let's say I want to share this with my other Gmail account. I'm going to click on there. Or you can get a shareable link. Once you click on that, what Google does is it generates a link, and then you can take that and embed that in a document. And I'll show you how to do that in just a second. One of the items you might notice is that when you are in this sharing window, the default is anyone at UALR with the link can view. So that means if you are sending it, let's say, to your professor, they can open and view, but they aren't going to be able to edit. So you can click on that item and modify. They can edit, they can comment, or they can view, or you can click on More and say you want it to be public on the web where anyone can edit and view. Anyone with a link can edit and view. Only people at UALR can find it and access. Anyone at UALR with a link, which is just a little bit tighter level of security, or off, and then you have to share it with specific people. So I'm going to say anyone at UALR can view this document, but I'm going to share it also with myself and make that person able to edit. And then you can also add a note here. Okay. Then I can click Send. Because I'm sharing with someone outside of the university, it's going to ask me if I want to share with that person. I'm going to click Yes, and then I'll see that that is shared with one person. So let's say I want to embed that link to the document in, say, an assignment or a discussion board in Blackboard. So I am going to create a link, go back into that share area, copy this URL by clicking on it and then copying it with my computer. And then I'm going to go back into either the Google area or, let's say, Blackboard. I'm going to highlight that and then go to my link, insert link area, and paste that link in. That creates a hyperlink to my document. So again, you could do that in Blackboard, you could do that in a different Google Doc, you could do that in an email. All of those options are possible. Okay, so now that I've shared it with my other account, I can see that in my other account, my first account is in there. And here's the person I've shared it with. If that other person is online, you'll see their icon up in the upper right hand corner, and you'll see a little chat box next to that. You should be able to click on that show chat and it will pop up a chat box, and you can actually talk to the person that you are sharing the document with. You can also both simultaneously edit the document. So this is my first account that I shared with. My second account, I'm going to go to my second account and add material, and as you can see, it is here already on my first account. So you should be able to use this for group projects, to collaborate, to create materials if you're not in the same room, and then to share these with your instructor, with your classmates as you need to. So hopefully this Google Docs and Google Drive session was helpful. Thank you, and let me know if you have any questions.